Hi, thank you so much for joining me for Turlock Holmes. I know it's been a very long time since I played this. Unfortunately, when I was playing it, a bunch of games came out at the same time, and this got shuffled to the back. But then someone very kindly asked me to revisit it because I wanted to continue hearing the stories because the stories are such a mix of weird, kind of funny, but kind of weird. So let's do this and see what we got. Let's see. We got danger in the apartment. In the morning, the table made me so terrified. I turned pale. Okay, so recently I moved into a small apartment. In the morning, I sat at the table and looked at the picture I had taken yesterday. It made me so terrified I turned pale. The next day, I got some empty beer bottles from my neighbor. At night, I couldn't help wondering what would happen if it wasn't for those bottles. I guess I'd probably be in danger. So, if, as a reminder, we guess what the words are. And so we start off with the basic. Let's see. She, he. About, around. I don't think I. Oh, yeah. And I guess was is going to be the next one. The most important ones are actually the red ones. You just get bonuses for the other ones. All right. Starting from the top. Yeah. See then. There. Nope. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we'll click this one. Nope. We're going to guess the words by the letters. All right. So the E is in the correct place. So D, D, E, D. All right. Oh. Okay. This one. I guess the word. Hmm. Picture is a core word. Ooh. All right. Made me so terrified I turned pale. Nope. We're gonna guess the word. Nope. Okay, I was asleep. It made me so terrified. Next day, I got some empty beer bottles. Guess by the word. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Doorstep. That night I was, couldn't help. Okay, well, we'll guess this one. The long one. Let's guess this one. S. G. All right. S-L-E-E-H. Sleepwalking? Right, the truth. Okay, what do we got? Easy? Recently, I moved into a small apartment. These past few days, stuff on my table looked like they were moved by others. So I took a picture of the table before I went to bed. In the morning, I sat at the table and looked at the picture I'd taken yesterday, realizing the table was different from the picture. It made me so terrified I turned pale. Could someone have entered my apartment while I was asleep? The next day, I got some empty beer bottles from my neighbor and placed them upside down the doorstep below the windows. If anyone comes in, they would knock over the bottles and make a sound. At night, I was woken up by the sound of the bottles and found myself standing at my doorstep. It turned out I was sleepwalking, and the stuff on the table was moved by me while I was sleepwalking. I couldn't help wondering what would have happened if it wasn't for those bottles. I guess I would probably sleepwalk outside and be in danger. See the bottles on my shelves? I got them from my neighbors after I read the story. Pretty cool, right? All right, unbreakable lock. I, living in a regular apartment, leading a peaceful life, suddenly starting from one day, the door lock has never opened again. I repeatedly tried to unlock the door, but I can't open it no matter what. Neighbors often pass by in the hallway, and in my desperation, I pound on the door and cry for help, but they just ignore me. I can't leave the house, and I haven't eaten for countless days. There is the food in the center of the living room. Although it has been there for some time, it is not poisonous. But I don't want to eat. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. Okay. And where, when, was, oh, alright. Then, yep. There's really not that many words. Alright, let's go for this one. Nope. We're gonna guess. the small dog or something. All right. Owner. God. Why is that so hard? I'm a pet dog living in a regular apartment with my owner, leading a peaceful life. Suddenly, starting from one day, my owner collapsed in the center of the living room. And since then, the door lock has never opened again. I repeatedly try to unlock the door, but I can't open it no matter what. Neighbors often pass by in the hallway, and in my desperation, I pound on the door and cry for help, but they just ignore me. I can't leave the house, and I haven't eaten for countless days. There is food in the center of the living room, which is my owner's body. Although it's been there for some time, it's not poisonous. But I don't want to eat. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. After reading this story, I immediately created a life check program for myself, just in case. Not because I have a pet, but to wipe out my browser history. Okay, Tiger in the Nightmare. These days, I keep having the same bad dream and woke up feeling sore all over. I dreamt of myself being hunted by a tiger. One night, I woke up from the middle of the nightmare. So it was all because of a kid living across the street. I went to his house and told him to stop. No more nightmares ever since. Okay, I guess we're going to start with this one. There we go. These days I keep having the same bad dream and woke up feeling sore all over. I dreamt of myself being hunted by a tiger. One night I woke up in the middle of a nightmare. There was a red dot on me moving back and forth. Let's see. Moving around, and my cat jumped on my body, back and forth. So it was all because of the kid living across the street. He used his laser pointer to point at me, and my cat was drawn by that red dot and followed it onto my body, and I went to his house and told him to stop. No more nightmares ever since. Alright, well, no one died that time. In a real news story, a woman always woke up exhausted because her cat beating on her in her sleep. Something I noticed too, I guess, I kind of forgot about, but I remember now. One of my biggest complaints about this game is the fact that there's a lot of typos and mistranslations. Just a tiny, I guess, but slightly distracted in a game that's based all on words, right? So, like when I'm trying to read the sentence, I don't always clue in because it's not grammatically correct or it's not even the correct word at all. Anyway. All right, one more. The screaming chicken. The screaming chicken. It was so loud that the whole building could hear it. Late at night, Wade was laying on the floor trying to get some sleep. The kid living next door was squeezing a screaming rubber chicken. It was so loud that the whole building could hear it. But Wade was quite happy about it. The next day, two strangers took Wade away. Wade couldn't be happier. Well, that was weird. I was sleeping, but Wade was quite happy about it because... Alright, well, let's guess this word, I guess. Earthquake? Was trapped in his orbit due to an earthquake. Was quite happy about it because alright, I don't know what this word is. Let's guess what it is. Alright, H. Oh. Nice. Okay. Wade was trapped in his apartment due to an earthquake. Late at night, Wade was lying on the floor trying to get some sleep. The kid living next door was squeezing a screaming rubber chicken. It was so loud that the whole building could hear it. But Wade was quite happy about it because he knew that noise could be easily heard by the rescue team. The next day, 2 strangers from the rescue team took Wade away from the danger. Wade couldn't be happier. Next time I squeeze a screaming chicken, I won't be annoyed because it could be sending me an SOS. All right, let's go to the underground. Oop, nope. I actually meant for you to go down. I knew this was the last time. Okay, stay. Okay, so we still got more of this mysterious story to figure out. Alright, so up next we got the classic stories, and that will be the end. So I'll save that for the next episode. Thank you so much for keeping me company.